Broodstone was like 20 seconds too late. Yeah, it was enough to keep him alive. If the Broodlords were a little bit earlier, then maybe Dark could have been more aggressive with them. But as we saw, he was just stuck defending, stopped chasing the army as well. It was on Hero that he was able to buy time, despite the Broodlords being revealed, was able to buy time to get into Void Rage just in time to defend, to survive. And here we go. We're now getting into our next fresh semifinals. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the French Terran player. We have the Red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Mexican Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, playing in PiGosaur Monday for the first time. It is Cham. El Chamaco, let's go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Whew. As again, Cham, he is not as active as he used to be. Fun fact, Cham, he used to be full-time. He used to be a full-time player. He would play at every single online tournament, every single open cup. This is back in 2019, 2020, 2021, but in recent years, of course, especially with the dissolution of the Latin American region. For those that maybe don't remember, in recent years, Latin America was merged with the Americas. So as a result, Cham could no longer necessarily sustain himself, so he did step away, did take a break. He stopped competing as much. I believe, got another profession, got another job, and now he plays part-time instead. So from full-time back down to part-time in recent years. And with that, because of that, we haven't really seen much of Cham. We only really get to cast Cham in WTL. At least when WTL was around. That was the only time we could ever really experience Cham playing for Starlight Twinkle, of course, as he did represent them for a year, maybe even slightly more than that. So I'm happy to see more of Cham. I'm happy to see him, as it's been a long time. Been a very long time. We miss him, Pappy. We miss him. As from here, we do have a Clem getting to his own racks expand into a factory. So standard opener so far, everything looking as it should. Likewise, hatch gas pool out of Cham as well. Now, Cham has a unique approach to this matchup. The reason for this is that this is Cham's weakest matchup, I would say. ZVT historically has been Cham's weakest, and he does often have different approaches here. Very often playing Roach heavy, Roach Infestor, getting into Swarm Host against Bio, for example, as well. Cham does have his own kind of twist to things, or at least he used to. Again, it's been a long time since... Oh, he's bane busting. Does have his own twist of things. It's been a long time since we've embraced Cham on a regular basis, and we have the Bailey Nest into a Link Flood into a Bane Bust. He does not pull out of gas, no third base. Clem should be aware that something is wrong. Something is wrong, something is amiss. Clem, he needs to scout, needs to confirm behind this third TC. Third TC before Starport. Clem has no idea. Greedy economic build here. Third TC into a 2-1-1. Clem is in the dark, and if Clem doesn't react here soon, he may just die. He scouts, he knows, now he knows. He sees the Bailey Nest, now he's fully aware of what's going on, he knows what's going on, he does evacuate, he should abandon the natural, he walls up here in the main, and he has to protect this main base. Hellions are necessary to survive. Again, Hellions, they can just completely shut down Ling Bane. As long as they're in position, they're here behind the wall, and again, if this scout hadn't happened, Clem wouldn't have this bunker. He would be on the low ground. He would be vulnerable. He might have just died. Might have just died then and there. But now he's ready. Now he's ready, and can Cham still pull this off? It's not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy here, as now there's 4 Hellions and a bunker. Now there's 4 Hellions. Bailey's they crash in. They actually head for the bunker instead. Oh, they head for the mineral line. Oh, they head for the mineral line. Hellions they Kai well. We get some decent connections, but alas, Clem, he holds. He's going to clean this up. GG gets called, and Clem will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Basically, the game was decided when Clem scouted. If Clem didn't scout, again, if he was unaware as to what was happening, then that could have worked. Once he realized he started heli production, he threw down the bunker, he was fine. He was safe and sound back at home. Shuts down the Ling Bane, and with that, Clem takes a lead. Clem does take a lead, and now we are getting ready for game number 2. And where will our players take us? Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping? Even with a third CC, I think Clem will win anyway. Again, it comes down to the scan. It comes down to the Reaper. Thanks to the Reaper confirming what was going on, Clem had a solid reaction, and he was safe and sound then and there. Even if the Banelings had connected with the bunker, or even if they connected with the wall, the fact that there are 4 Hellions kiting, I mean, that's just brutal. That's just that's just a brutal setup. And game 2 is going to be on ley lines. Here we go. Getting into game 2. Just once again making sure we have everyone involved. Making sure we don't leave anyone behind. And we're good to go. We are good to go. Clem is pretty good. I should also emphasize as well, I think this is the first time Clem is playing in PiGosaur Monday in months. Which is, you could say, a good thing or a bad thing. Basically, Clem used to be a degen. He used to ruin his sleep schedule and play in these tournaments week after week after week. But that has not been the case for the past couple of months. For the past couple of months, Clem, he has been sleeping at regular times, and really it's only been Max that's been competing in these tournaments instead. So Clem has been absent. He's been absent. Clem, he has been absent for the majority, I think, even of PiGosaur Mondays. It's great to see him back, but that might just mean that Clem is back on that degen sleep schedule. What time is it in France? France time. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning. Oh no, you had recovered. You're meant to be better than this now. He had recovered, he had reformed, but it looks like he's relapsing. He has relapsed. Spawning in the right-hand corner, we have the French Terran player, the Red Terran for Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Mexican Zerg player, the Blue Zerg. It is Cham. Feels bad, man. The relapse is real. Maybe it has to do with the holidays. Maybe when the holidays come around, that's when Clem can sleep. That's when Clem can go to bed, he can get some rest, and he can actually sleep a proper 8 hours and, expose himself to the sun and just, dine on that vitamin D. But now that the holidays are over, now it's time to get back on that grind. It's possible. It's possible. We'll see if this is a one-off thing or if this becomes a more permanent fixture, that now Clem becomes more regular in the PiGosaur Mondays. Here we go. Ese audio es de mi canal. ¿De qué estás hablando, man? What are you on about? ¿De qué estás hablando? As for now, we are going for our Rax Expand. Standard opener here out of Clem. Likewise, Cham going for his own Hatch Gas Pool. Here we go. As for now, we do have Cham attempting his third base, is going to be denied. But does at least delay the expansion. Not bad, forcing out the Spore. So very nice start here for Clem. Delays the expansion. Oh, gets a kill on the drone as well. Very nice pick up. Very nice start here for Clem, as Cham is contained to 2 bases. And behind this, Clem just going for a third CC before Starport. Economic build here, standard opener out of Clem. And Cham is contained, but he's fighting for that third. He wants to expand. It doesn't want to go for a 2-base all-in. Up. As the drone pulls away. I cast games too, players from Costa Rica, and I ask players for audio clips for their own interests. Ah, I see. I understand. Yeah, so you were casting Yedmi, no? Yedmi and Draconics. Haven't had the luxury of casting them for quite some time. As the tumor goes down once again, nice pick off here by Clem. Takes down the Reaper, delays the expansion. And behind this, Clem just settling into his own 3cc into Banshee. assuming that we go for the add-on swap. Behind this, Cham, he is now pulling back into gas a little bit sooner. But I believe this should be for roaches. We mentioned earlier that Cham, his typical approach to ZVT is to get into roach production and to play Roach Ravager. We'll see if that's the case with the earlier gases. So now Cham trying to break out. Clem, he goes to the dive, rushes past the Lings, gets into the mid-range. Lings, they come in just in time. They will clean this up. Clem going for the scouts. Not much to see, is cleaned up, and thankfully does not get into a mineral line. That could have been so much worse. That could have been disastrous. Behind this, we do see Clem just getting to his own Banshee production. There was the add-on swap into Cloak. Banshees are on the way. So he's being forced back. Just building up back at home. And really my eyes are going to be on Cham here. Does he go for a lair? Does he go for a Roach Warren? We have the answer. Bailey Nest. Okay. Bailey Nest before lair. It's a very safe opener here out of Cham. What this means here, if Clem did go for a Hellbat push, for example, if he committed into Hellbat aggression, then Cham would be safe. Well, as we can see that Clem is just building up, getting his third TC, double E-base, and settling it. SSL, the players choose the intro song. Fun fact, we used to do that ourselves. This was back in like 2017 here on the Cranky Ducklings. Our players, or the players that we casted, we used to have intro songs, but they would just get copyright striked. So, yeah, we did that for a little bit, just for a little bit. Which was a lot of fun. Was a lot of fun at the time. As Banshees, they do hit the fourth. Looking for a cancel. No detection. There's no lair. And the fourth base, it may just go down. Overseer's on the way. The base is getting low. And it's going to be canceled. It's going to be denied. Yeah, there's a cancel here on the expansion. Going for the queens as well. Queen goes down. No transfuse. Up, up. Oh my god. Transfuse is denied. Can he force another cancel? Not like this. He gets one. He gets a second cancellation as well. And two queens. Takes down the drone, and he wants more queens. He wants more value, wants more damage. Gets another queen goes down. Massive pickups. Clem is being forced back, but you can see he still wants more. He's greedy. No shot. He forces a cancel for a third time. No shot. But now he's finally forced back. And Cham behind this, getting to his own 3-base saturation. Hydra Den is on the way. It's going to be Lingbane Hydra out of Cham, not Roach Ravager. Bear that in mind. But he's been having a hard time here maintaining his position, maintaining his bases. His third base, his fourth base, his queens. As Cham is trying to recover, and here comes the move out. Here comes the actual push. Cham, he was struggling against the harassment, but here comes the move out. Tank has arrived. Stim is done. 1-1 finishing up in a couple of seconds, just in time for this move out. Now there is bailing speed. With bailing speed, Cham, he can hold. He can shut this down. Fire stimming in. Shammy attempts this around. Takes out one of the tanks. But that target flank is too good. Bailey's, they do not connect. And Clem, he's doing it. He is breaking through. Takes down the queens. Tank is still up and running. And the target fire, oh my god, the target firing. Focus down every single Bailing. And Cham, he has been broken. There's nothing left. The fourth base, it's gonna fall. There's no saving it. Not anymore. The base goes down, reinforcements on the way. GG gets called, and Clem, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Clem, he will take the series, will advance on. Very impressive play here out of Clem, both in Game 1 and Game 2. Game 1 was more about his scouting and reacting. Here in Game 2, Clem, he was just being hyper-aggressive with his initial units, with the first Reaper, with the first Hellions, with the first Banshees as well, just squeezing so much value out of them. And if you ever made one mistake, it would be one mistake too many. It would just snowball out of control into a win into Clem. GG. GG, well played, very impressive there, very daunting play from Clem. And now we have our two finalists here. We have the number 1 and the number 2 seed of the tournament facing off in a best of 5. This tournament was all about, could anyone stop Clem and Hero? The answer is no. The answer is no. No one could stop them from facing in those finals. As we switch our scenes over and we have our finals set for us. There it is. Clem versus Hero, Terran versus Protoss, best of 5 finals are ahead of us. Let's go. Let us go. Now, when it comes to this finals here, I would say that I think I favor Clem. We have seen Hero defeat Clem as of late. I want to say it was last week, if I remember correctly. Hold on.